Good morning, good morning. What? Something big happening in this kitchen, girl. And we look at my girl, she dressed up pretty.
53rd anniversary boy.
Don't make joke.
I'm
53rd?
trying to make you a little special breakfast. Nothing's too special, but special when you consider you normally get up and help yourself.
Oh gosh, Louis.
So I said this morning, I had to get up early to give Lancy a little special breakfast.
Thank you, darling. The thought is wonderful, and I like your pink, eh?
Yeah, man.
Well, you know something, girl? You're right in line because they say the 53rd anniversary, the color scheme is pink.
Well, don't wonder why you're wearing wine.
Eh? Let me see there. Come.
Oh, you thought this was... You thought that is pink.
Well,
you know you guys colorblind, you know.
Yeah, and at this age,
This
right?
is red, this is pink.
That is okay,
But
darling.
this is pink.
You're in the pink of glory, man. Right. So here what happened? They say the 53rd anniversary really is pink. The color is, and the flower of the day is cherry tree blossoms. We have a cherry tree in the back, yeah? But I ain't sure about the happy blossom. And here the thing, they say the gift of the day is ruby, sapphires, or quartz.
Oh, what?
Or white or quartz, right?
What is quartz, boy?
Well, it's a kind of a gem, okay?
Okay.
Quartz, right? But listen to me now. I ain't seeing no sapphire. I ain't seeing no ruby, but I seeing a rippers.
You're seeing better since you get your cataract surgery.
Aye.
You could see better now.
You know, I stayed up last night, thinking about this anniversary, and I did promise in an earlier video that I'll write you a love letter.
Oh, I can't tell you. The last year I got a love letter from you, boy, Lancy.
Well,
I only get love videos.
Love videos. It's true.
So how these reapers looking?
The Reaper's looking pretty good, man. Yeah.
Little bit out of shape. Like
You know,
said.
girl, let me tell you something. Anniversaries are wonderful to celebrate, but you know, life goes on.
Of course, day by day.
Life goes on, Louise, girl. We still have to fit into duties.
Of course.
Yeah, you know, still have to fit into your duties. What can you do?
So you wet your hands when you are flattening the dough.
For the Reaper?
Yes, and you try to work it with the palm of your hand.
Okay.
You see, and now one may say, well, how did you do the dough? Well, as I said, usually say is, like for instance, half basin of water, a teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of salt, and you melt it together, and then you start pouring in your promasa flour.
Okay.
So you keep mixing and mixing. You came out a little too late to see the process.
But is it like when you're making the cocoa?
Yeah, but the cocoa will be a little more liquidy to pour it into the water to cook it.
Okay.
But this is going to be baked on the tower, and so it has to firm up.
Okay.
Then you make your dough, you know.
Is the fire too high? The heat up too much? What heat you put it at? To
Well,
guarantee
when-
it doesn't
When
burn.
when the tower starts smoking, it's hot enough. And you turn it, and then you cover it, and it's going to cook with its own in the steam, you know. So this has a little while to do still. So I think the fire need to go up a bit, because it's a pretty low fire there.
Very good. So Louise, I sat down here last night.
I miss you from the bed, but I say you must be making a video.
Oh no. I wouldn't make a video without you, man. You know. So I decided to, I haven't, as I've said, I have expressed verbally that our love is good. Our days are getting better and better, thank God. But I thought I should express a little thing in writing,
And that's very nice. You're good at the pen.
I have trailed off so long with writing, but nevertheless. So I sat down here last night. I should have, I should have got proper, material, writing material, a nice, what do you call it? Nice paper. Instead of using my little old jumble thing. But the nice thing about marriage and about growing older is that we learn the eccentricities of each other, and you have really grown into me, so to speak. So you're not surprised.
Most couples, that's what should happen when you eventually settle in with each other. People say you start to resemble each other.
Yes, it's true.
Well, I don't know if you get to resemble me or I get to resemble you.
I will prefer to resemble you. I would really prefer to resemble you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna look so good looking like me.
I did?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking to somebody last night prior to my writing this, little love note, if I can call it that.
Mm-hmm.
And that person who we were talking to had been my faithful friend over the years. I wouldn't call his name. And
he was like a son to you.
Yeah, he was a son to me. He worked with me on the truck. He was really, really very faithful. And, he spent so many years in our home. And then he went abroad and got married. And today they have a wonderful home. But he was saying, that recently they were... But I read what I wrote. Dear Lou, remember that fellow who told us last night that he spoke about marriage around a bonfire in a resort area?
Yes.
Good. The way the story goes, couples were asked to share their marriage journey in an effort to help others understand the way of the wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what did you tell them? We asked. According to him, he loved to talk. So what did you tell them? We persisted. He chuckled. A lot of lies, he joked. Later this year, he and his soulmate will celebrate 25 years marriage. We have been invited to that country where they live in the month of December, but it's kind of far off still to expect that we will go. But the fact that he jokes and the fact that his wife understands him, humor in marriage is vital. And that's why, Louise, you say things that are funny, and I appreciate them. I don't sense any malice in what you say, what you do. I really don't. I know when it comes to hearing about yourself, you would proper.
Yeah. My head might start to swell.
More than it is already. Yes, and this brings us to the 53 years we mark today. I promised to write you a love letter, so here it goes. First, I love you with all my heart and money.
I like that.
Yes, I do. I love you with all my heart and with all my money. Right? You have fed me well in these past 52 years. And the way Santa's garden is flourishing, we both look forward to finer dining in the future. This morning I did a behind the scenes with Lasana. He's showing the intricate work that goes into his garden. And that little plaque we gave the other day about, marriage is like a garden. It needs a lot of little care. Mm-hmm. We've proven that, ain't it?
Of course.
Pachoy, pimentos, lettuce, daji, shadow benny, pomegranate, booty on the way. Can we start dining tomorrow? considering that the arepas are almost here for breakfast.
I don't carry for shape, you know?
Oh yes. Let me get a close up of that. Yeah.
Good color, good, not too hot fire.
Very good. So I'll continue, right?
Yeah.
I love the way you care for others. You really do. You are impartial in your concern for family and friends. You make people happy whenever they visit us, whenever we visit them. You make people happy. You make people really want to have you as a guest. And that's a wonderful thing about you, Louise. I think our children also have that inclination to make people happy, to invite them into their lives, into their homes. And the beautiful part is you expect nothing in return for your kindnesses. I love that about you. You don't really expect any kind of visible payment for having people. You know, we had my cousin here, Arlene, and her husband, Carl, yesterday. You didn't, you just gave yourself. We visited them, and then you said, hey, why don't you come across and have lunch? Right? And to me, that readiness is something that I value in married life. An open home, a willingness to share. Now this is about us, but I'm directing the camera on you, right?
You can change this in to you.
Today, as in the past, I continue to treasure your inner strength, right?
Thank God for that.
I know I am not the quickest person to applaud your vacation plans, yet I always thoroughly enjoy our travels abroad.
I'm so happy about that.
You have plans for me again, no?
Yes.
Right?
Lots of plans for the grace of the Lord,
Yes.
the help of the Lord.
I always thoroughly enjoy our travels abroad, where those who accommodate us cherish your love, your cheerfulness, your selflessness, and yes, your infectious laughter. Well, I was hoping you would do that. I know you are a praying woman, and I do anticipate the quiet times shared at the bedside, the dining table, and even as we drive on our roads. It is comforting to know our children and grandchildren favor these times of reflection. They share it. You remember when we used to be carrying the kids to school? And we would say, let's pray, let's sing, let's be happy going down. And I know Lasana has done the same thing with his children. I know Lyndon will do the same thing with his children. I know Lisa tries her very best, right? But they do things that they know came from this home.
Well, they say you teach by example.
That's right.
You can talk about it, but when it is demonstrated by example, it becomes real.
Going back to that inner strength, Louise.
Yes.
Don't forget the what's cooking, eh? Don't
So
mind
I
that.
am going, just to stir up your appetite a little bit,
Right.
I am going to be making some sausage and eggs scrambled. So, just to whet the appetite,
Right.
these are eggs I got from my dear brother, Frankie. He has a lovely little farm, he and his wife. And he's always, when you visit, always quick to give you a tray or two of eggs, which we really appreciate. Because, the thing about it is that money can buy anything, Money can buy anything. There's nothing to buy a crate of egg for yourself, but when you receive it in love,
That's right.
it is worth much more than the crate of eggs itself,
That's right.
because it is given with love. And I tell you, my brother and his wife, they are so generous. All of the family. It's a family trait to share.
Like you write my letter or what?
Well, let me not spoil it.
No. So where was I? Hold on a second, Eloise.
Yeah, sorry about that, darling.
No. You've done nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. Going back to that inner strength, right? It is wonderful that you have allowed the God of heaven to mold your personality. And what might disturb you today is forgotten tomorrow.
I'm so grateful for the grace of God. It's nothing in me, because human nature is in all of us. All of us have human nature, and that's why we react. But when we have the grace of God, even if we react, we will quickly be checked by the Holy Spirit. And that is a gift from God. The Holy Spirit is a gift from God, enabling us to live righteously. Not as what man think it is, but we are glad that God, He knows the heart. Because it's very easy for us to be judgmental, you know. But God knows the heart. And whatever comes out of me, it is not in my strength, but to God be the glory.
That's right. Okay, so let me just continue with my letter here before you start writing one to me verbally. I love it when you comfortably whistle at bedtime. I am amused, you know. You find few women. I don't know.
Lady like to whistle, you know.
No, man, there's nothing wrong with whistling.
Yeah, but in the era I grew up, you know, a woman whistling was not very ladylike.
Women play flutes now.
But I had two brothers that taught me how to whistle. So I can, like, okay. I said,
excellent. Oh, wonderful. Yes, man. Yes.
so that is a recent one I learned.
Yes, you did well. You did well. So I love it when you comfortably whistle at bedtime. You're either whistling a verse of a hymn, a line of an old song, and yet you won't learn to play the harmonica. All that wonderful breath you have in you, and you can't even play the motor gun, as we used to say.
And you are quite good at it. But we make a good duo.
You know, you can't play the
Duet.
harmonica. Yes.
My whistling and you playing the harmonica.
Oh, GG Web. I'll have to like the guy, I'll have to stick my finger in my ears anyway. I'll go off tune. Yes. And despite the evidence of a strong pair of lungs, Louise, I think you need to practice. I will give you the harmonica. And it's a Venezuelan harmonica. Eh?
Will that be an anniversary gift?
Yes. I think I will present you with that harmonica.
That's the anniversary gift, Latzy.
Yes. I just have to paint it pink.
Oh, dear.
Let me see what's going on over here now.
See that?
Uh-huh. Oh, yes, man. Are you ship of Venezuela?
Trinidad.
I recognize Guerrero, you know.
Trinidad boy.
A coconut oil smells good, eh?
I should really be using corn oil.
But coconut oil is good, eh?
Yeah. To keep the corn flavor.
Yes, man. I'm on a drill here, you know. Catching you all the way. Right.
Oh.
Anything.
Nothing.
You want the dabbler?
Nah, dabla for this word, dabla for roti.
Watch your hands. I don't get burnt, please.
Yeah, okay. So we
Okay.
shall continue with that later now.
Yes, definitely. The coffee has gone cold, you know.
Hey, you mix a coffee for me?
Not yet. Let me finish it later, now. So, where am I now?
The
Yes.
more harmonica is my anniversary, 53rd anniversary gift. Thank you, Lancy.
Yes, I will get it for you in a little while. Yes, our years have been blessed with profound similarities that make our 52 years stable.
Well, 53 now, you know.
Yes, but remember, I'm looking back at the 52 years.
Oh, sorry,
Okay? You know, those similarities that we share made our 52 years stable. Right? You like the water, be it sea or river. Me, I love the river, but I can enjoy the sea. So we have, you know, we learn to accept the, what's the word? We love to accept what you like and what I like.
We don't need to change each other.
Which brings us
But
now,
we work with one another.
that is correct. Will you call that a compromise?
Yeah, a compromise.
No, but if we have similarities, there shouldn't be a compromise. It's just
No.
a natural flow.
No, yeah, well, no, this is different, yeah. Similarities, it's just spontaneous. Spontaneous, easy flow. But in times when it differ, you compromise.
Okay, that's
Right.
fair enough. That's fair.
So like going to the river or going to the beach, I enjoy it more than you do. You enjoy it, but not as much as I do. So I want to stay longer when you're ready to leave.
Right.
So we're on the same flow. But to compromise is when we are very different on an opinion. We are different on an opinion. Like, for instance, an opinion that we differ on, definitely. It almost has become, it could turn into a quarrel. Lance is one for time. If Lance has an appointment at 8 o'clock, Lance, he wants to leave by, it might take an hour to get there, but by 6 o'clock he's ready to leave. And I am thinking, okay, if the appointment is at 8 o'clock, we can leave home at 7. At 6:30, I might be now having a shower. But Lance is already ready at 6. And his thinking is, well, if we finish, if we dress earlier, we will leave earlier, we'll get through earlier. Well, many times you wait longer and we differ. And that's when compromise has to come in. I try to say, Louise, cooperate, you know, he might be right. But there are times when I will say, Lancy, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to compromise, but it really and truly does not make sense to be going for a doctor's appointment at 12 o'clock. And the doctor mightn't get there till 12:30, which we have proven in the past few times that we can get there for 12, but Lancy will want to reach there for 11. So you know, the appointment is at 12:30. The doctor comes at 12:30, but Lance want to be there for 11. It's right there, and he will want to go 1 hour before. So sometimes I can compromise, but sometimes again I will debate and say, this doesn't make sense. You know, sometimes we don't even have an appointment, but what are we leaving? What are we coming back? So compromise is on something like that. But when you are equally similar, most times you're on the same page. And that is easy for a relationship when we are on the same page with each other. But of course, people are different. And that's when sometimes we have to work with one another. A lot of more compromise has to take place because we're different. And nobody can really change anybody. I have proven that. I've lived with you for 52 years, and time was always something that we struggled with. You not changing and I not changing.
So, I will continue.
Yes,
But
sure.
thanks for the enlightenment on characteristics, right?
Yes.
So now, so I love the river, but I can enjoy the sea. Which brings us to family ties, okay? You were just about to talk about your family there, and you were obviously going to include my family too. Won't you?
Of course, darling. Marriage is a two-way street.
Okay.
It's not about my family or alone or your family alone. We are both connected to our family, and especially if we love our family. Seemingly, there are a lot of people do not get along with their family. So it's by choice, you're not going to visit them. But if you love your family, I love my family, you love your family, it's only fair that we visit both. It's only fair.
So, your hometown of Icacos is dear to me as Cora is to you.
Of course.
Your family, my in-laws, and their offsprings are consistently and generously hospitable. Right?
Yeah.
I have never felt threatened, unwanted in Icacos,
No.
and I don't believe that my family ever made you feel, you shouldn't be there.
Oh, no.
My folks never did that.
Oh, I was loved by your family from the very beginning. Mother treated me the way she would treat her own daughter. We went and visit her on weekends. Most weekends, if we're not going to Icacos, we went to Cora. And mother would spoil me. She'd say, go to the river, you and Lancy, leave the kids. If the kids were too small to go to the river, I'll take care of them. And when you come back, mother hasn't only taken care of the kids, but all the food is on the table. It was just like a holiday.
Yes,
Going to
that's right.
Cora for me was a holiday.
So your family has generously been hospitable to me and my folks.
Yeah.
These traits have been shining since 1970 and appear ever more so even as they are growing older. Right? And who can forget the villagers who accepted me as a brother? That's the next thing too. In Icacos, the men and the women of Icacos, and we proved that just recently when we were going there with Shanta and Tony, when the Alfred boy stopped and he came to the van and he greeted you and he remembered you fondly as Puxy.
Yes.
Puxy, right? And it was not only you, Louise, it was also me.
Yes.
Because I became an integral part of Icacos, right? All in Icacos shared their homes, their times, their love.
Yeah. And it was never a feeling that we only doing this because of Louise. No. Lance and Louise coming home.
That's right. Many have long passed, but the imagery of their camaraderie refuses to fade. I keep remembering them every time I go.
Yeah.
Of course, Icacos is changing now with the influx of the Venezuelan migrants, right? But it's still a precious place. I wanted to buy you a dress for this anniversary. I really wanted to buy you a dress for this anniversary. I was thinking of the pink dress, Did I give you that blouse by any chance?
What do you think?
Possible. I wanted to buy you a dress for this anniversary, but I think the money should be used to repair the bedroom air conditioning unit, Louise.
What?
Yes, the money.
You trade that off so easily?
No, when you're growing older in marriage, you have to be very practical, right?
Oh my God, that's not.
We did go to the house of Chan last week, but it was a little too premature for celebrating this anniversary. The house of Chan. I really wanted to do something down there, those waitresses down there, the staff down there, they are very amicable, you know.
Yes, and
you feel-
they know it's really good.
Yeah, you're not just a patron, a customer, somebody there, you know, who just chance upon the place. No, it's like a family place where we go to it now, right? The food was good though. Perhaps we should go to Port of Spain today. I believe we should go to Port of Spain today. Something will turn up. And that's another thing. You don't fuss about gifts. Knowing you, you will prefer to remain at home and celebrate, right? With the family. With the family. Thanks for putting in those words. Baked chicken, savory rice. What else would I have had?
Potato salad.
Luscious
macaroni.
plantains, potato, and plantain from Mr. Harry, you know. And somebody mentioned last night, you know, what about the cake and the ice cream? Okay, typical traditional things, right? The works. I could just hear Judy saying, no cake and ice cream. Watch the sugars and the salt. Thanks, Judy and Beachbug. You do care about our health. You know, these two people, they care about our health, right? Our health. We appreciate those who, you know, when they look at our videos and they might say, well, you know, Lance and Louise, we want you around a little longer. Watch what you eat, right?
Yes, of course.
So, Lou, this is the letter I came up with. Nothing about the moon and the stars. And why not? You are my shining example. You are my shining example. I trust you. I love you. You know? Is marriage? Yes, marriage needs shining role models. Right? It's not about competition, confrontation, condemnation, but about loving our way through the years of plenty and few. You become a great help to me and to everyone else. And before I say happy 53rd anniversary,
Come forward.
oh, you want
Before
to?
you even invite me.
Yeah. He's come forward, yes. And we want to say to people, couples, in this very dry season, you could say, of marriages in some instances, where domestic disturbances crop up, for newlyweds, for those who really want to make their marriages work, we really hope that you will have good years ahead. Remember, the children are dependent upon the stability of the parents. I think of young married couples. I think of Mel and Jason with their little son Josh. I think of Anil way down in Superior with his wife, and Navin. I think of, you know, all these young men
couples,
and
young couples.
Yeah, young couples. They really
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need role models.
Yeah, and I feel sad for single parents. I don't know what they're telling their children about their soulmates, if it's gone that far. But we really need a stable society. Our society can never get better with this, you know, fragmentation.
Charity begins at home.
Precisely. So if there are fragmented occasions in the home, try and mend it. It is very important that good things come out of homes, right?
But Lance, to mend things, it means that you love the person. You have to have love. Someone also said, I think it was Mel, when you have love, you have everything.
That's right.
And if there is no love in the relationship, you have nothing.
Nothing.
So that really and truly, love, even if love has been fading, please try to revive it before it is no more. There is no smoke, nothing could come. If there is no smoke, there could be no fire. So we need to keep the love burning in our hearts for each other. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate many who are in their marriage, and for particularly this month of April, who have celebrated their anniversary. We have Kim and Lyndon having had, I think it might have been their 9th anniversary.
Excuse me,
Yes.
Yeah.
We have Shanta and Tony, who's coming up on the 14th, 39 years. We have my sister, Betsy and Naz, on the 13th. They are like 56 years. And you think of,
56?
yeah,
Or 59?
59, sorry.
59.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, you have it right.
Yeah, yeah.
And you think of other couples, Gary and
Joe.
Joe, Sidoni and Gary. We think of Dale Tech and
Omar and Dee.
Omar and Dee. Long-standing people. We think of a young couple that would often drop by, Lisa and Kumar. We have not heard you all for a long while. Trust that all is well.
Yes, Dinesh and Vil.
Dinesh and Ved, of course.
Yeah.
So many couples.
Azizha and
Azizha
William.
and William. We think of Marcy and Ken.
That's right.
And we had Arlene and
Carl.
Carl.
Uh-huh.
So many couples that we pray that, you know, they would stay together and make each other happy. Staying together for just numbers doesn't make sense. But staying together to love and respect each other and share a lifetime. That's why we got married, to share a life together. Judy T, we think about you. We also want to also praise Eddie Manjo and his wife. Eddie is, I think, is over 60 years married, and we're supposed to do a little interview with him, but have not had the time. But we are really so happy to know how Eddie takes care of his wife. His wife is not well, she has Alzheimer's, and Eddie refused to put his wife in a home because he think of the life he had with his wife, have loyalty and faithfulness over the years, and he would often say to us, it hurt my heart to think of putting her in a home. And once I have health and strength, I will take care of her. I really admire Eddie for that. And any other couple whom we may not know, who are sticking out for sickness and health, that is something that is a vow that was made in sickness and in health. Richer and poorer, we like the positive parts, but when the negative parts come about, we crumble. But if there is love in the heart for each other, we will not cast aside each other very easily. We will be there. There will be weary days. There will be times when it's going to be hard. But by God's grace, we can work it out together and rekindle your love. The seed is not dead. When Lance says when he married me, it was the pinnacle of his love. But what can happen over the years is it could have dwindled. But I'm happy when he said to me, his love is still the same. I told him I love him more than when I married him. But I think he has the right concept that when you marry someone, the love is at its pinnacle. You're willing to bring down heaven to them. But as time goes on in the marriage, ups and downs, we just forget. But it is to endure unto the end. And continue plodding on in your marriage. It is well worth it. We have had 53 years. It has its ups and downs, its turns and corners, but we are there for each other. And most importantly, God is at the head. And Lance, I love you. And I want you to know that one of the best thing that you ever did in marriage was never changed me. You never changed me. You allow me to be who I am, and that's why I can be real. It's no pretense, because I am what I am since I'm a child.
That's right.
I just get gray hair now. So thank you all all of you whom we may not have called by name, but we do love and appreciate, and we are glad that when you say that you are enjoying, because we are really wanting to share and to promote marriage, because there are lots of gains in marriage. But I think people are not just seeing the negatives in marriage now, but there are lots. If we work together and we love one another and respect each other and communicate with each other, it is going to be a better life, because life could be very lonely out there. Life is very lonely, but when we have support system, love not only our mates, but also to love others. When there's love in the heart, that's wonderful. Happiness forever.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you very much. So we want to also thank our neighbors, Francis and Pearl, and all the others
Oh yes, Francis.
over the
and
years. And we came here in 1975, and across the road there, Mama Duya has been good to our grandchildren, good to us, and we could say that our years spent here, we were 5 years in Port of Spain after we getting married, but we moved here in 1975. We're still here, thank God. And I must say that we have had wonderful years here. Our children have grown, entered into marriage. Some things don't work in every quarter, but we have wonderful grandchildren, and we want to remember them too. And we want to be examples. So Mama, thanks again.
What you could do is take a walk and bring lasagna so we can have breakfast, because breakfast is ready.
Okay.
And
Okay. So that goes in there.
we're doing some sausage and eggs.
Yes. So I will go to the back now while you get this ready, okay?
Yes, and then you'll come for breakfast. It will be on the table by the time you'll get back.
Yes.
In 5 minutes time.
That's right. Okay. So thank you very much, Louise. Happy anniversary to you, girl.
Love you, darling.
Same here. So I'm going to go to the back here now and see this young man. Young fella,
Boy,
what's up, man?
how you doing, man?
Your mama's ready with breakfast.
Oh, you taping it?
Yeah, mama ready with breakfast, huh?
Is it ready?
I
If
would.
you need that 5 minutes still, I will just
Okay,
do a little small take here.
okay.
Right?
Garden looks really great.
Yeah, man.
Yes, really great. Well, you know today's our anniversary, Sana.
Yes, and happy anniversary again, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, you actually make more years than my age, boy.
Yeah, that was wonderful, eh?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Beautiful job you're doing here, man.
Yeah,
Beautiful
I know
job.
I'm in the process of hanging up some pots.
Okay,
So-
okay. Oh, you string them already?
Yeah, already string them
Uh-huh.
know?
Yes, yes, yes.
because I'm facing the same problem that a lot of people will be facing, which is you have a small yard and you want to keep planting.
Mm.
So we're going up in the air now,
Okay, man. Good,
Yeah.
good, good.
just to find the correct locations. Because
Yes.
as I was explaining to you yesterday, you know, some plants need full sun like the tomatoes and the baigan,
Mm.
but definitely the lettuce, as we could see, the lettuce that was shaded by the tomatoes, they were really tender and sweet.
Okay, yes,
So
yes.
yes, lettuce needs some sunlight, but not that overhead
Yes.
midday sun.
That's right, that's right.
So I'll be utilizing some trees and trying some lettuce underneath the shade of some trees.
Very good, my son. You're still creative, and that is wonderful.
Well, we can't stop being creative, you know.
No, no, no. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I'll head out to you in a while, right?
Yes.
So, folks, thank you very much. And marriage is really like a garden, you know. It needs a lot of love and a lot of care and a lot of tending to, pruning, as we were seeing this morning earlier in a video done with Lasana. The pruning process. And it happens every day of our lives. We prune and we prune and we prune, and you make your marriage work. So, once again, thank you very much, and have a wonderful day, and the upcoming weekend may be safe. Bye bye.